Hey everybody, what's going on? Today's video is about truth. And it's really about men who have helped me identify truths in my own life. It's also about how I have come to identify those truths and how I'm writing those down. I share one of my truths with you, and hopefully it can help you shape and share your own. And that is pretty much it. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, stick around. So there's a multitude of people who have influenced my perspective on the world, okay? Obviously my upbringing and my parents, my spiritual walk with God, and some of my mentors and coaches along the way, my current pastor, my small group. There's a lot of different people who influence my worldview. There was also people on the internet now who influence our worldview, and I try to be careful with who I'm listening to, and two guys who have been really instrumental and awesome internet mentors, you could say, is Jordan Peterson, who's really helped me develop myself mentally, emotionally, cognitively, and Ben Patrick, who was really instrumental in me developing myself physically. And now I'm in a group of coaches with him. He's a phenomenal dude. I can speak from behind the scenes that he's just really, really cool. And he's just a good dude, and he's really wholesome, and I appreciate his mentorship. And he now not only helps me develop physically, but also emotionally and mentally and financially as well. So both these guys are super awesome. If you've never seen them, you should go check them out. But really what I'm getting at is both these dudes are extremely intelligent and knowledgeable, and I appreciate their insights on not just their prospective fields, but their lives in general. And the other day I was listening to Jordan Peterson, and then shortly after I was listening to Knees Over Toes guy, Ben Patrick, and Jordan Peterson said, the truth is cheesy. That's why it's called cheesy, is because it is a really evident truth. And then later on, when I was listening to Knees Over Toes guy, he said the truth, the closer you get to the truth, the simpler it gets, okay? So both these men who I really respect said very similar things in regards to truth. And it kind of got me thinking and diving into that rabbit hole and identifying some things that met that criteria. So the criteria was, it's personally evident. There was also success leaves clues. That's something Ben says a lot. And then it was also evident in others, and it was applicable to a majority of people. And then the non-cognitive criteria was just that it feels right. And that's when those outliers where that truth is not going to apply to you necessarily. That doesn't mean it's not true. It just means it's not true to you, which, you know, we could get into a little bit. But I feel like there's always a little bit of gray when it comes to this orb that we are rotating around at massive speeds and paces, and not everything is always in absolutes. Spiritually and biblically, that might be a little bit wrong, but as far as just operating in this day-to-day life and figuring out truths as far as financial or mental or physical, there's obviously exceptions to the rules. Much like science, we usually need tons of theories and theses and experiments to identify what is scientifically evident. And even then, there is always a potential percentage chance that it is not wrong, but it still is accepted within the scientific community as true, okay? So that's also their criteria, which is a pretty big deal to most people. Here is an example of a truth that seems cheesy and seems really simple, and it's one that I've identified, and I kind of say it flippantly at the end of all my videos. So how can you improve testosterone, improve your strength, improve your human potential, improve your chance of success in a relationship, improve your chance of success in your given field? The answer is eating better, moving more often, and sleeping better. Okay, those three things are kind of the pillars of health that allow us to operate normally and function normally. So it makes sense that if you didn't maintain your vehicle, that it would eventually run into the ground or stop working oh, maybe it would sound really weird when you drive it, and there would be all these little odd things about it. And that's kind of true with eating, sleeping, and exercising. If you're not maintaining this operating system by giving it proper nutrition or fuel and giving it consistent tune-ups or exercise and allowing downtime and not just running the engine all the time, then it would make sense that nothing else really works that well. So in regards to the things about your relationships and your financial endeavors, that's really what I mean, that making sure your operating system is functioning normally can make sure that those function optimally. Okay, so that is why I've identified that as a truth. There was also plenty of scientific evidence. There was also plenty of proof within my profession and within my life of people doing this and ending up better for it. So that is why I identified it as a truth. And that's really the end of the video. Hopefully you can shape and share your own truths. If you have identified any are extremely evident after listening to this video, then go ahead and throw them in the comment section below. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Check out future videos. Also, if you never heard Jordan Peterson's lectures from when he was a professor, he has some really interesting, awesome stuff for people who struggle with mental health disorders or anything of that nature. And Ben Patrick fixes knees like a wizard, so you should check out his stuff. But both of them are just cool to listen to in life. So anyways, keep it real.